Really should find a way to push this thing back so, it's not, you don't just get like half a face of each of us. Hey, everybody. Matt here. How you doing? We just went and saw Indiana Jones and the Pick of Destiny. And, I wasn't sure what to think about it. I've been trying to stay away from, like, all the spoilers that I can because, I didn't want to have any of my opinions tainted. Because, people are going to have strong opinions on this one, especially after the last one. Alright, so, what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? My thoughts are, I thought it was decent.
Yeah, I'd go decent to, definitely above average, and, like, I'd say worthy of the series, whereas you could argue that Crystal Skull was not. But, I'm not here to shit on Crystal Skull. But yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Didn't have any glaring things that really made me like roll my eyes or be like, oh god, that completely took me out of the movie. Except for, this isn't a major spoiler, but early on they do the de-aged Harrison Ford. Starts off, like shortly after like Last Crusade kind of era, and he's doing the getting something from the Nazis, and it's a young Harrison Ford, but very clearly a old Harrison Ford's voice. So it's like he's been smoking too many cigarettes or had laryngitis that day, and it was like, oh, like I know you can't do much about that, but like the de-aging looked really good, but the voice was just like, and that kind of pulled me out a little bit. But if you can get past that, I thought it was a really good opener, and really solid Indiana Jones adventure overall.
You could tell they kind of, the reason why they did the lighting at the beginning was, to try and take that, take it away. Because, if it was brighter, you'd probably notice the de-aging a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it was a little dark, in shadow and like the stuff. There was a fight on top of a train. Again, at nighttime in the rain, I think, at some points. But yeah, it's just like, everything they can do to kind of mask that. But overall, but it wasn't holo. It wasn't solo dark. Like Solo, like it hurt my eyes when I was watching it. It was like, it was sort of like, Turok, with the fog and crap. Yeah. When I went and saw Solo, I was like, Ron Howard, can you turn on the lights? But anyway, back on topic to Indiana Jones. Yeah, no, but like, there were a couple of callbacks. Nothing glaring that really bothered me. Some of the stuff at the end I won't spoil, but just like it felt like a if I'm guessing that's the last one they're ever gonna do, and it felt like a pretty good sort of way to end the series. And if that's the last one they do, I'll be okay with that. John Williams was amazing as usual. Mm-hmm. It was nice hearing that score again. Mm-hmm. Indy on the horse was pretty. I remember when we saw the trailer. I thought it was going to look really stupid, but it actually held up really well. Yeah, the effects hold up really well. The mix of practical and the mix of CG. It was hard to tell in a lot of cases. Obviously this, like, a lot of the more bombastic stuff is going to be CG because they're not going to do practical on a lot of that sort of stuff anymore. But it was convincing. It wasn't distracting. The actual shots, like the the word I'm looking for, like the on location stuff looked really good. The cinematography was solid. It held up. It's not Raiders, it's not Last Crusade or Temple of Doom, but I think it's the pacing's a little bit off in certain spots. Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. I thought it was pretty decent. Mangold, you could tell he was trying. Yeah. So it was a better MacGuffin than the last one. Yeah, it wasn't super hokey, and as it could have been. And it didn't fall off the rails, midway through. Crystal Skull was like all right to a certain degree, and then all of a sudden it got really, really It fell off the rails.
Yeah, it got weird. It got like it just. He's swinging with the monkeys now. Okay, all right. You know, hard to like when you go from being able to suspend your disbelief with the atom bomb fridge thing, which is, you know, it's improbable, impossible, but at least it worked in the context of like an Indiana Jones thing. But then the stuff in the jungle is just like, really, that's what you're gonna go with, or like throwing the snake into the thing to, like, you know, to fish him out. You couldn't have found something other than a snake, really. And it's just,
I mean, they gotta poke at the bear, so, you know, like, hey, remember? Indiana Jones is afraid of snakes.
Hey, guys, did you remember that? That was part of the movie. Did you like that movie, right? Anyway, I did say we weren't gonna shit on Crystal Skull. But no, nothing like that. It was, you know, I'm not gonna rewatch this one and be like, oh god, here comes that scene. No, and I will rewatch it. I actually kind of want to go see it again with Sarah, my wife, because unfortunately she couldn't be with us today, which she was going to be. But I think she's gonna like it, and I mean, hell, it's one of those I wouldn't mind seeing again in theaters.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I felt the same way when, and I feel the same way now. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I had no idea where it was going with it. Like, you know, you were talking about the MacGuffin being better, and like the name Dial of Destiny is a little hokey in like the way, like, at least at first glance. In the same way that, like, you know, when they found out that the next Star Wars is going to be Attack of the Clones, you're like, oh, really?
Well, I mean, to be fair, like the last two Indiana Jones movies, I wasn't really like too thrilled about the titles.
Yeah.
Like we went from, you know, Raiders of the Lost Ark to Temple of Doom to, you know, to
Last Crusade.
The Last Crusade, which were all great titles, to, you know, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, at least this one, it'll sit happily on my shelf. And I mean, if we ever like have a Indiana Jones marathon, which I mean, we've done it before, we'll do it again. You know, we'll add a fourth one in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not one of those ones that you're gonna feel ashamed to having like the fourth movie a part of your collection. You know, like that time when I was getting all the original Batman movies on Blu-ray. I totally just like I got Batman Forever and I just didn't get Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, like, you know, Superman 4.
Yeah, oh god, Superman 4. Oh fuck.
The Quest for Peace.
When you make Superman 3 look good, and I mean, like, I don't hate on Superman 3, that the scene with the computer lady scared the shit out of me as a kid, like when she gets sucked into the thing. But then you make that movie look like, you know, almost like on par with, you know, the first two. You're like, oh god, how did you, Nuclear Man. No.
Yeah, that was one of those ones that bad. It was bad all around, you know. You know, it was a mixture of bad writing and the studio going under because they decided that they wanted to bank on Sylvester Stallone making $12 million for Over the Top.
Oh god.
So they ran out of money.
Yeah. But anyway, rambling, which we often do if you've watched these videos before. If you haven't, go back and watch the other ones. But yeah, it was good. It was good. Like, if I don't tend to like giving number scores, but you know, solid Indiana Jones flick. 8-ish.
I give it a C+.
Yeah, I mean it's good, and I'm, like I said, I'm happy to see it again. Anyway, appreciate it. If you like this video, you know, like, subscribe, you know, click the bell, you know, tickle the, I won't say that, you know. Anyway, this is
notify.
Thank you. All right, I'm Matt.
I'm Mike.
And see you later.